India's scripted history to follow US, China and Russia entering the elite space club. You have renowned yogi Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev speaking to Republic TV in this conversation when the Chandrayaan 2 launch off happened. Listen into this conversation as how he lauded the efforts of our scientists when it comes to making this huge project and this program when it comes to Chandrayaan 2 possible in a short span of time.
Sadhguru at the launch, and a lot of people were very curious to know what you were doing there, but I want to start by giving you the opportunity of talking about your experience. This must have been a spectacular experience for you. Share that with us, and also how you came to be being there.
It is a spectacular success for the Indian space scientists. ISRO as an organization is a highly committed organization. It is always… I've been there quite a few times, and it is always a great joy to see the level of commitment and the simplicity with which they function, and above all, the brilliant scientists of our space research organizations. As simple as they are and what they have achieved, and I've been making some effort to understand the complexities of how it is done. It's just mind-boggling, but the way it is done is really, really incredible, and today is a massive step for India, and I hope every Indian gets to know and celebrate this great success.
But sir, I want to know from you, what is it that you were really interacting with the scientific community there about? Was there, was there a chat that you held with them over the last couple of days? What is it that you told them?
I've been involved with them. I was there on 15th of July also. So the important thing is whether you're a scientist or a doctor or a news anchor, whatever, you're essentially a human being. So every human being is relevant to me and I'm relevant to them.
All right, cryptic answer there. But overall, was there some butterflies in your stomach as well? Were you nervous too today?
No. I've kind of mastered those butterflies a long time ago. They are just in my brains, they don't fly in my stomach.
How big do you think this achievement is for India, especially with the entire world looking at it?
This is very significant. As you know, it is… we are the only fourth nation to manage this. Still, it is not over. There is still very delicate maneuvering to be done. A large part of it is still not over, actually. It is in the next 15 days till 7th of September that these manipulations will happen, which are very delicate, and there are many complexities and challenges out there. But this launch happened way better than they had expected. That what they were expecting is some 39,000 kilometers for the apogee, but it went to 45,000, which gave them an extra boost or availability of 12 for the remaining operations, which puts them in a comfortable position for what they wish to do, which is really wonderful for them. But it's an incredible team out there. It's something…
I still want to know.
I would say our news channels and everybody should…
I still want to know.
Yes, please tell me.
Sorry, there's a lag between us, which is why it is coming across like this, but I want to know from you, how does a man of spirituality meet with the scientific community? Spirituality and science meeting today with your presence there.
Well, that's not a new affair, because spiritual process is a science in its own right. It is just that one is exploring the external nature of creation, another is exploring the internal nature of who we are. So, we always been close together that way. Nothing new about that.
Okay,
So this lag… don't mistake me.
Would you want to
I'm
wish
in Mumbai,
something from this mission?
I'm not in the…
Would you want to wish something from this mission? Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I said this time lag is not because I'm in the orbit, I'm in Mumbai, just confirming to you.
We'll get… even if you were in orbit, I think ISRO will do a fine job of reducing the time lag for us. They're that good. But I do want to understand from you, I don't know if you've seen, some ugly politics has broken out over the launch of the Chandrayaan 2 as well. You know, with the Congress saying that the credit goes to Nehru because it is during his time that the ISRO and other organizations were launched. Chandrayaan 1 came into being under Manmohan Singh. Do you want to say anything on that? Is it unfortunate to see this kind of politics on a day like today when the entire country is celebrating as one?
It is very unfortunate. Instead of giving our scientists the due, we get into this kind of useless debates. It is very, very important. Every citizen in this country, please focus on acknowledging the successes of this nation, whether it's in science, sport, art, music, or even spirituality. Please learn to acknowledge that, because these things need momentum. Nation needs momentum, not all the time claiming who was responsible for this. Well, whoever is the Prime Minister has to do what he has to do for the country. I don't see why these things should be ascribed to anybody, because the scientific development, the industrial and business development happens at any time. At any time it happens. So, if it happened during a certain political era, it doesn't mean anything because it's the work of the scientists. Of course, political determination is needed.
Right.
Of course, political determination is needed and budget and other things are necessary, but that is not the important aspect. What is most important is, it is the scientific community who's achieved this. I don't think any Prime Minister ever claimed that I did it. So let not these people go about claiming whether it belongs to Congress or BJP. It is not like that. It belongs to India, and that's what is wonderful about it.
Absolutely. Finally, just a couple of questions more, Sadhguru. I want to understand from you how you felt about… All right, I believe we are just connecting with the Sadhguru in just a bit, but of course he's sending out a greater message of how, there was a lot of work that was done by the scientific community, and they are the really, should be center stage right now. Huge achievement from them. And when I get him back, I do want to understand from him the message that it sends about the perseverance of our scientific community, because remember just a week ago, there was a delay, there was a setback. K. Sivan… All right, Sadhguru is back with us. Sir, if you can hear me, K. Sivan, ISRO chief, talked about today how in the 24 hours after the last delay happened on July 15, mind-boggling work had to go in to kind of not just, do the launch again earlier today, but also do it in such a spectacular fashion. Shows the perseverance of our scientific community and their brilliance.
Extraordinary level of commitment and hard work, and of course brilliance. Without this won't happen. At a time like this, it'll be disgraceful if people are fighting who should get the credit. The credit goes to India, and let all of us learn to say, enjoy that and celebrate that. Thank you.
So one final question. This is a moment that inspires a whole new generation. I think one of the biggest takeaways from the fact that Chandrayaan 2 mission happened, it happened in the way it happened, even, received a slight delay, is a great inspiring moment for a whole generation of scientifically curious children in India. Do you think this is going to propel India into a greater scientific age?
It definitely will inspire the younger generation in a huge way. Myself at this age, I'm so excited about it that I had to go there and spend a few hours and come back. I'm sure the children and the youth of this nation are hugely inspired by this. Definitely it will spawn the future scientists, space scientists, and maybe astronauts who will go beyond the boundaries of the planet in so many different ways. We don't know what more things are due for us, but definitely, though we are not the #1 country in this aspect, in Asia, leaving China, we are the second country doing this. And with the kind of budgets that our scientists are doing, this is truly, truly remarkable and incredible. No
Yes.
nation has done it with such low budgets as we have done it. This shows how brilliant they are. And as you said, Kailash Shivan mentioned that in 24 hours, I was talking to all the teams who were involved there. What they did in those 24 hours is almost like a superhuman kind of effort. It's truly, truly fantastic because once the leakage happened, they had to unload all the fuel and again fix this and reload this and have everything calibrated and enormous amount of tests to be done. Everything through in 24 hours is a really superhuman feat.